Nasa likod ng mga pader ng isang tahimik na tahanan sa Parañaque, naganap ang isang krimen na hindi malilimutan. Noong 1991, brutal na pinaslang si Estrelita Vizconde at ang kanyang mga anak na sina Carmela at Jennifer. Ang kanilang mga buhay ay naglaho sa isang iglap at ang buong bansa ay nagulantang. Sa gitna ng kaguluhan, lumitaw si Jessica Alfaro, isang testigo na nag-claim na siya ay naroroon sa insidente. Ipinakita niya ang kanyang tapang sa pag-imbestiga na nagbigay ng detalye tungkol sa mga suspek, kabilang si Hubert Webb, anak ng isang kilalang senador. Ang kanyang testimonya ay nagbigay liwanag sa madilim na kaso, ngunit nagdulot din ito ng mga kontrobersya at tanong sa sistema ng hustisya. Ang massacre ay hindi lamang isang simpleng krimen. Ito ay isang salamin ng mga isyu ng kapangyarihan, impluwensya, at ang pakikibaka para sa katotohanan. Hanggang ngayon, ang mga alaala ng Vizconde Massacre ay nananatiling buhay sa ating isipan, isang paalala na ang hustisya ay dapat ipaglaban. 1991. The Vizconde Massacre shocked the nation. In Parañaque City, Estrelita Vizconde and her two daughters were brutally murdered in their home, leaving families terrified and tabloids in a frenzy. The investigation began, but leads were scarce, making this case particularly chilling. Then, Jessica Alfaro emerged, claiming she witnessed the horrific crime. Her testimony would ignite a media storm and raise questions about truth and justice. Who was she really? Was she a key witness or a controversial figure in a twisted narrative? The mystery deepened, captivating the public and leaving a lasting impact on Philippine history. I remember the day Jessica stepped into the spotlight, claiming to be a former girlfriend of one of the alleged killers. Her testimony was nothing short of explosive, painting a vivid and chilling picture of that fateful night. She described the chaos, the fear, and the brutality she supposedly witnessed firsthand. But as her story unfolded, a split emerged. Some believed her, while others raised eyebrows, questioning her credibility. Allegations of coercion and manipulation began to swirl, casting doubt on her account. In the midst of the Vizconde Massacre trial, the media frenzy intensified. In 1994, two men were convicted largely based on Jessica's claims, yet the verdict sparked outrage and skepticism. Legal experts dissected every detail, and as appeals rolled in, new evidence surfaced, shaking the very foundation of the case. Where did the truth lie? In a world where a single witness can alter the course of justice, Jessica's story became a haunting reminder of the complexities of truth and belief. The Vizconde case is a chilling reminder of the complexities of truth and justice. The brutal murders of Estrelita, Carmela, and Jennifer sent shockwaves across the Philippines, igniting a national debate on the reliability of witness testimony. Jessica Alfaro's claims led to the conviction of several men, but years later, the Supreme Court acquitted them due to inconsistencies in her statements. This raises unsettling questions. Who truly killed the Vizconde family? Was justice really served, or did we merely scratch the surface of a deeper, more troubling narrative? The fight for truth lingers, compelling us to question everything we think we know about justice and accountability. Kung nagustuhan mo ang video na ito, siguradong magugustuhan mo rin ang iba pang kwento ng tunay na krimen sa Pilipinas. Mula sa mga nakakakilabot na kaso ng mga serial killer hanggang sa mga misteryosong pagkawala, ang bawat kwento ay puno ng intriga at aral. Ang mga krimen na ito ay hindi lamang mga balita. Sila ay bahagi ng ating kasaysayan at kultura. Sa bawat kwento, matututo tayong mas maging mapanuri at mag-ingat. Kaya't kung gusto mong malaman ng mga detalye at mga hindi pa nababanggit na kwento, huwag kalimutang i-like ang video na ito at mag-subscribe para sa mas marami pang nakakabighaning kwento. Ang katotohanan ay mas nakakatakot kaysa sa fiction at narito tayo upang ipakita ang mga ito.